What if I told you the 3 reasons for delay in your life are choices you have total control over? What I'm going to share with you are God revelations I received from the Lord about what causes delays. These revelations can cause a reverse in the delays in your life. In other words, you're about to experience one of the biggest paradigm shifts in your life. So let's start with reason number 1. What you pursue will go in the same direction. God asked me if I've ever seen a deer hunter chase after a deer, and my answer was no, because the deer would run away from the hunter. And you may be wondering, well, what does this have to do with my delays? Well, if you have been in a delay pattern for weeks, months, or even years, I want you to ask yourself, have I been chasing what God desires for me to experience? For example, if you want something or need something, is it possible you don't believe you've already received it? God's promises in Philippians 4:19 says, "But my God shall supply all your needs according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus." Does God want you to doubt him or trust him at his word? He is faithful and trustworthy. He says what he does and he does what he says. And God has promised you that he's already given you all things that pertain to life and godliness. So why not believe God at his word? Now you're going to find out what you can do instead of wanting, needing, or have to have anything. And that's reason number 2. What you magnify will manifest. Have you ever heard someone complain about their problems year after year? Their focus is on their problems instead of God's promises. The more you magnify anything, it continues to manifest. What you feed will grow. Instead of magnifying the delays, what you can do instead is be content and thankful for what you already have. God showed me that contentment, thankfulness, appreciation, and gratitude are all attractive. But not being content, thankful, appreciative, nor grateful repels what God desires for you. Complaining about the delay can stop what you desire to have in your life. Complaining and griping about your situation is also repulsive. So be intentional from now on, being content at all times. 1 Timothy 6:6 reveals to you a key to your breakthrough. It says, "Now godliness with contentment is great gain." Just like complaining is a choice, you can be content. True? And finally, reason number 3, doing it your way instead of God's way. The 3 words I've heard from the Lord this year more than any other words are, follow my lead. Sounds like God, doesn't it? If you truly want to follow his lead, then take Jesus' advice in Mark 8:34. He says, "If anyone wants to follow after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." We can say we want to follow him, but are we willing to deny ourselves? The Lord showed me the more we obey him, the less our will is going to come to pass. He also asked me to take the first 3 letters and the last 3 letters of the word obedience out. And what do you see? The word die. The more we obey God, the more we die to self. Either more of God's will is coming to pass in your life or your will, and it's your choice. Now that you know the 3 reasons for delays in your life and your new responses to them, you'll be more expectant than ever before we see God's promises come to pass in your life. So trust God instead of pursuing what he's promised you. Be intentional, be content, be thankful, and magnify your God's promises instead of your delays. Finally, what was your big takeaway from what I just shared with you?